What has happened currently, the internet is on fire with the statement that Yakubu Gowon has made. A Biafran agitator has come out clearly to cry on the internet, on X. He's really crying, saying that the Igbos are giving the Fulanis mouth to mock and laugh at the warlord.
Okay, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Day and happy Tuesday. Today is the 26th day in the month of May in the year of 2026. Well, the information you are about to hear now from the Biafran evangelist. We all know him, we all love him, we all love what he is doing, we all love his own sense of reasoning, we all love his own analytical analysis, if I'm allowed or permitted to use such words. I don't know whether it is correct or not, but you already know what I want to say. So, moving forward, the information here now is about the book Gowon published and most of the interviews he have granted. You understand? Moving forward, we are kind of having this illusion that, oh, Gowon is going to be remorse. My brother, listen and listen to me. Where Gowon is being living, where they gave him a free mansion to live because of unaliving over 3 million or 4 million of IGBOS. You understand me? They are the problem we are having today. These people are still the one who keep on engineering him. And that old fool don't even want to learn that at his age now, he is asking for death to come and death refused to come. Imagine ex-military head of state is wearing pampers now. All his mates, all his aides, they don't go finish. But his own death refused to come. So you people are thinking that, oh, at some point, he will just give up and say the truth, exactly what happened. This is the same Gowon, the same idiot, the same Efulefu, who told us that the reason why he did not implement the Aburi Accord is because he is having fever or headache when he arrived in Lagos. You understand? Moving forward again, he begin to make some unguided statement. When you meet some people now doing argument, they will tell you, hey, the man is old already. You don't know what he's saying. The man is old, he don't know what he's saying. But the book he published now, people are reading it and they are believing in it. Calling our ancestors who fought for our existence, calling them fools. Lying before the dead ones, and people were applauding him and clapping for him. And nobody see anything bad there. Even the idiotic woman that Ojukwu married, the aquatokic woman that Ojukwu married, could not even defend her husband's integrity. Being rubbished by one nonsensical idiot. Well, the information I am here to pass to you is that the government of US and the government of Israel, they have come out plainly to deal with Gowon for that lies. If you want to tell lie, why are you lying against the dead? Why can't you lie against the living so that the living can come and defend themselves? That is total abomination and uncalled for. In fact, Gowon, you will beg for death and death will be far from you. That is the only thing I can say for here. At a point, you will drive poison and that poison will give you more life for you to live and suffer and see your people being massacred. Because Ojukwu told you 1968, that you will be alive and see your people being massacred in numbers. I mean, being killed, being unalived, unprovoked. Ojukwu made it clear. It's out there on the public domain. You can as well go and get hold of it. Haven't it happening? Every blessed day is mass grave in Plateau. Even Gowon, who is now living. Do you know that Gowon can fly from UK to Abuja, Asoroko, come out, Abuja to UK. He don't know anything about his own state again. His own ancestral lands have been taken over. Former head of state. And he's still, upon that, he's still lying to the general public. Let me allow you to listen to this guy, please. I'm very sorry if you might think I have talked too much, but at least you're supposed to know me. Each time you hear a kind of this message, just make sure that at least if you cannot hear what I said or you don't want to listen to me, scroll it down to like 5 minutes, because I always ask for 5 minutes. And then you can continue listening to other messages. But please, if you are watching this message and that is your first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel, follow us on all our social media pages, and we shall also reply to your messages, whatever inquiries you want to make through us. The government of USB is up and doing, and they are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that 2026 becomes the best year for every Biafran out there, whether you are living at home or you are living in diaspora. So let us listen to Biafra evangelist. He have a lot of things to tell us in this message this very particular morning. Have a nice day. I'm a regular control to bless you. Thanks for watching in advance. Enjoy the rest of this news.
Great Ojukwu himself, because Yakubu Gowon came out clearly saying that Ojukwu was the reason why the civil war happened, because he tried to make peace so many times. Ojukwu refused. Therefore, calling Ojukwu a sabotage, because he did not. Calling Ojukwu what? A sabotage, because he didn't agree with the agreement in Aburi at all. Now, Biafran evangelist, the internet is on fire. What do you have to say concerning this? They called Ojukwu a saboteur. What do you have to say about it?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from, depending your time zone. May the Lord bless you all in the name of Jesus. Yes, I don't blame Gowon. I don't blame Gowon. You know, a baby that they are giving feeding bottle doesn't know how the feeding bottle and they make inside gold globes and how it enter the feeding bottle. Its own is just to hold it, to use two hands and hold it and suck it. That is what.
Lest I forget, this message has been interpreted in different quarters. It has been argued in different platforms, including that of Arise TV, where Rufai Oseni made some countless accusations, and also not accusations. I mean, he made some countless real points over the statement of the idiotic human being called David Umahi, that Tunumbu is the government. The Biafra we have been looking for. But let me, what I forgot to add initially is that the government of Israel by name Mazi Benjamin Netanyahu have given what do they call him, idiot Yakubu Gowon 72 hours to come out and a kind of apologize to the IGBOS. Otherwise, this is what they are going to do to him. Anyway, you are going to hear the whole thing as we move forward. So please endeavor to watch this message from beginning to the end. Don't expect me to let the cat out of the basket. No, just hear it from the horse's mouth. You cannot hear it from my mouth, okay? Because I am only reacting to the video. This is not my message, but the message of the Biafra evangelist.
What it means, I don't blame Gowon.
How did I become unrecognizable in 30 days?
If you get your desktop, please endeavor to share the message. Don't withhold it.
I don't blame Gowon at all. If Ojukwu were to be alive, would Gowon make this statement? Or has Gowon forgotten the level or the caliber of Ojukwu? Are they of the same class? I think they tested their brain, they tested their ability, they tested their knowledge, they tested their strength. Where is Gowon? Gowon is nowhere to be found. Gowon hide under a cushion. He hide his face with shame. In Aburi Accord, diplomatically, Ojukwu bended Nigeria as he bended Gowon. Go to Kenya, he bended, Ojukwu bended, Gowon bended his face and hide it under the cushion behind the table in Kenya, in Aburi Accord, in Accra, Ghana. You understand me? So why are they coming out to talk because Ojukwu is no more alive? Or do they go and think that he say Ojukwu is a saboteur? In what sense? What did Ojukwu say? Or what did he do that is wrong, that is not even playing now? What Ojukwu tried to prevent, is it not what is playing out in Nigeria today? I'm asking a question. Is there anything Ojukwu tried to prevent that time that is not manifested now? Gumi said that Nigeria, the kidnappers are kidnapping because there was no room for them in terms of budget making. That's why they have to kidnap, that's why they have to rape, that's why they have to kill in order to make their ends meet. Is that how it's supposed to be? And they are working freely in the country. And Gowon, see, let me tell you, you see this Gowon of a thing. You know, I don't like talking about that man because he's an old fool. Gowon is an old fool, and I believe that his age is now affecting his memory. He's having a touch of say. Gowon is having a touch.
Wonderful
by
people,
making such
yes,
stupid and elegant statement regarding to the general of Biafra. Do you know what it meant? The whole commander-in-chief, somebody like Ojukwu, calling him, Ojukwu calling him. Where was Gowon generation even till now? When did they control the whole world, Africa? To compare when Ojukwu family, the Rolls Royce that the Queen of England rode in Nigeria here was Ojukwu's father's Rolls Royce. Where was Gowon family generation? Where was his father? And who is his father? And who is Gowon? To talk to Ojukwu. I don't blame him at all. I don't blame him. And I wonder why all this is coming out now. And that is why I'm telling you that you see Yorubas, many of them are saboteurs. You know why I say saboteurs? Don't be surprised that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the one that sponsored Gowon's this write-up in order to come up this very moment, because he seemed to be being an Igbo man, a quiet Igbo man, whom they have not found cockroach in his cupboard in order to arrest him and to silence his political ambition. Are you hearing me? So that is why they are now coming up again. And they have forgotten that they are like opening an old wound. The thing that many Biafrans, Igbos has forgotten is what they are trying to bring up again. Do you think that this thing they are doing now or they are saying now will just make us happy? Or will not make us to a kind of not... Papa, what you are pursuing is what you are pursuing and we must get it. No matter how Gowon come up to paint it, because he's saying it that the eyes of the world leaders, their eyes, their heart, their mind, their focus have been centered in this Biafran issue regarding to the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Gowon is coming up now in order to distract or to push their face, their mind away from Biafra not coming. It's a lie. Gowon, you are lying, and you can never get it. We are already victorious. Biafra must surely come. Biafra must leave this country. Nigeria will continue to remain as Nigeria. We be Biafrans, we are living. Let me tell you, Gowon, have you forgotten that the Aburi Accord was not under the constituency of Nigeria? It's not under the custody of Nigeria that you say you can hide and continue to blow lies just as you did now. No. Go to Ghana, there is a record. Go to Kenya, there is a record. Go to UK, there is a record. Even though they plan to get that, join forces together to blackmail Biafra, America is holding the record. Russia is having one of it. Canada is holding it. Every written document concerning Aburi Accord.
Hold on while the message is still loading, please.
Signed in Aburi Accord. It's just that Bianca Ojukwu herself, because of the position that they gave to her, made her to remain silent in the midst of the truth. Ojukwu hold the Aburi Accord document. IBB hold the Aburi Accord document. Obasanjo is aware of Aburi Accord. I'm telling you, these people, if they can come out, you will know that you agree with me. They know what I'm saying. And I wish that this post will reach them. Let them come out and debunk what I said. With their age, and stand on the ground, they are barefooted on the ground of their great father grave, and tell me that I'm lying. You understand? See, all these people hold this document, they knows what Ojukwu is saying was true. And what was one of the things signed in Aburi Accord? Everybody manage what you have and bring a return to the federal purse. And that will help us and enable us to manage security that we are suffering today, to manage life that we are suffering today, properties we are suffering today, to manage and bring development to our regional axis that we are lacking behind today. Had it been that Aburi Accord stands, there will be no killing here and there in Nigeria. especially, I think the killing now have shifted now from north and east down. It have shifted to Yoruba land. Oyo now. They are done with the Kwara. Now it is now Oyo.
Oyo, yeah.
You know that this killing wouldn't have happened had it been that Aburi Accord stand. Had it been that that Aburi Accord continues. Do you know that in the southeast there will be enough development? Do you know that even in the west, if I should tell you that in this Yoruba they are talking about is only Lagos that Yorubas can be proud of. There is no other part. I've traveled to make. I've been in Ekiti. I've traveled to Ekiti. I've been in Ekiti. I've been in Oyo. I've been in Osun. Just last month, I traveled to Osun. I know how that place look like. If you talk of the Ogun states where there is no roads. Yes, there is not in most of the Yoruba land you can tell me because I traveled there. So mention a particular place that you say here is where they blow or to stand with. To compare many parts, even despite the fact that there is no federal strength or federal might or support in the southeast, yet we still many of the southeastern part of Nigeria is still better, well developed than here. Only Lagos in the west is a place that you will say yes is developed, well developed, well advanced. Of which, in the midst of that development, inside that development, 70% of that development were contributed by the eastern region, the IGBOS. So what are we saying? Of which that Aburi Accord has to stand. There will be development every corner and every region, every ethnic, every group will be developed. Everybody will have their own sense of belonging and the security will stand tight. Lives will be protected. Properties will be saved. Everybody will live as if we are in heaven because God bless this country with the good resources. But as a result of greed, selfishness and hatred that have never departed from Nigeria is why Gowon has forgotten. There was a time he broadcasted it widely. The reason why he fought the Biafran war was not because of the Aburi Accord, which he is now referring to now. He said it was because of the oil that he fought the Biafran war. Not because of what? The Aburi Accord. That is to tell you there is nothing wrong in Aburi Accord.
Of course, yeah, it's true.
And the British never believed and they never wanted you as Africa, Nigeria to develop. Because in their own side, if you go to, see, do you know that if you go to UK, every region manages what they have and they contribute to the federal. That's how they run their government. And that is why you see development in every part of the UK. Are you hearing me? In every part of the UK, that is the system that they run. But they find it difficult to allow such a thing to exist in Africa because they know Africa should rise, Africa can rule the world. And they themselves doesn't want a country that will rise. If they knew that America will become as great as America is today, I don't think the UK will allow America to stand to have their independence. That is to tell you the level of their wickedness. It was the UK that gave the strategy to Nigeria, of which today, as we speak now, where is Nigeria to compare other many countries, even starting up from Africa today? I can mention many countries in Africa that is far, far better than Nigeria. And Nigeria is supposed to be, as they are claiming as giant of Africa, they're supposed to be a country whereby Africans will be running to come. But now, instead of Africans coming to Nigeria, Nigeria is the one running out of their country, going to other neighboring countries to find green pasture. And you say the country is good. So somebody like Gowon will come and begin to write rubbish. And somebody like Gulo Jonathan, I thought that he went to school. That means his school is nothing. That guy now fufu.
Complete.
I'm telling you, Gulo Jonathan is just fufu.
Yes.
His education is nothing. It's nothing to write home about. You are there. He was there clapping hand. Clapping hand for what? For who? For incompetency and immobile and inability? insufficiency of mental disorder that is controlling this country. Is that what we are clapping for? The lies that you people have fly up in the media, in the nation, deceiving the little ones. You don't want to tell them the truth. A place where there is no truth, how do you intend to grow that place? Don't you know that is the truth that grow a place? And when you stand on the truth, that means when the light shine. And whereby you don't want to focus on the truth, definitely darkness will rule. And a place where darkness continues with the lies, then nothing grows. For how long shall these elders of Nigeria continue to deceive their children and their grandchildren and the upcoming ones that follows? You see why Nigeria is not a place to be. Rather, let the Biafrans desist from Nigeria so that they can have their own place. So how long shall we continue this darkness and expect good things to happen? It's not going to happen. My beloved brother, let us be honest. See, take a look now. Obi, I heard someone saying IGBOS are the problem of good and fine. It's always like that.
Yeah.
It's always like that. And I know why they are bringing this or pumping up this. It's for Nigerians, especially those Obi fans, those Obi lovers, those obedience kwankwas, okay organization.
Okay, ticket.
To do what? To start reasoning the other side, not to see the reason why they should continue.
Okay, the main message have been passed. Now they have dived into Nigerian politics, which I am not part of. And I will not take much of your time. Let me just take a few comments if there is any. And then we'll round up because you have already heard the message from Biafran evangelist, and it is something we all have been asking for all this while. At least somebody who will be speaking without fear of favor or looking for anybody to pay him a dime to speak. This guy has been outspoken since I knew him 2020, if I'm not mistaken, up to this day. And I said kudos to him. Okay. At Wilfred say exactly what Ojukwu was trying to prevent is happening in Nigeria. More things in Gowon state. Okay, the awareness of Biafra agenda is everywhere. According to Charles said, that's true, my brother. Let them go and check. So call the Yoruba state. Dori said good and fine about this person. You mentioned the appendage being called good luck. Jonathan sound aside talk, but I don't even know this English. Okay, my people, now we will take a break on that. Me again. When I come back, please endeavor to share this message and follow us on all our social media handles, and it shall be well with you. Please share and follow, and your village people will never follow you again. They will never share your blessings again, and so shall it be. Catching again,